G'day everyone, Chris from the Headache and Pain Management Centre here, and today Fong and Deborah are playing with the new machine here called the multi-cervical unit, or as we like to call it, the neck machine. So Fong's just setting me up for some exercises into what we call neck extension, which is basically looking up towards the sky. So Fong's just setting the machine up now with the appropriate weight stack for me to lift my head. We ready to go?
Yep, well,
cool.
ready to go, Chris.
Great, so let's sort of see how we go from here. So lifting up. And what Fong's done is he's actually blocked the movement behind me so that I'm not going all the way back. Because sometimes if you've got a bit of a weak neck or a hypermobile neck, and for some people you might be able to relate to this, it can often feel like you lose control when you go all the way back, and it feels like almost like your head's gonna fall off behind you and it's hard to come back to neutral. So we've got a pin that's just off to the side here. Fong, you can probably point to it and Taylor can kind of look at it, where it blocks off the movement to go further back than that. I think there's 9 and then 10. Perfect. So we'll just have a bit of a breather and Fong locks me in. So doing that, basically what I'm feeling as I'm doing that exercise is a bit of work in my muscles here in the back of my neck. It's nothing painful. It feels like a bit of effort rather than anything painful. And it actually feels really, really good after having done it. So how long's that been? 20 seconds, thereabouts? Mm-hmm. So we'll do another set again, and this time what we'll do is we'll get Taylor to show everybody the weights as we lift it. So this time when I'm lifting backwards, just tell me when we're ready, Fong.
Yep, all ready.
So we're going backwards, and you can see behind me the weight stack there. What number is the pin in there, Fong?
It's on number 15.
15, right. So basically each plate that you can see there lifting up is, there are 2 colours. There's some black plates and some red plates. So those black plates are 1/4 of 1 pound. It's an American machine. And the red plates are 3/4 of 1 pound. Okay, so for people with whiplash, for people with really cranky necks, chronic neck pain, really irritable type symptoms, you can actually increase the weight by increments of only 1/4 of a pound. So it's really, really safe to use. It's really, really light, and actually just gets the muscles to do what they're meant to be doing. So as we're doing this more and more, I'm getting up towards the 10th now. I think there's one more. As we get towards where we need to get to, what we often find is that people feel as if the first couple are a little bit difficult because it's a new movement that hasn't been done before. We'll go to rotation, I reckon, Fong. And basically, when you keep doing the exercise, it actually becomes a little easier to do it. Already?
Yep.
So this time what Fong's done, you can probably see up here, Tay, that the rotation of my neck is now at 25 degrees. 25? Mm-hmm. And what we're doing now is doing the same movement where we're lifting upwards and again blocking that neck movement because my neck's a bit hypermobile, and it's in 25 degrees of left rotation. So we're using a slightly different group of muscles in a slightly different way as compared to when I'm just going backwards in a straight line. Okay, as you can probably see there, I'm working a little bit harder as I'm looking up with a little bit of left rotation, because for me, my neck isn't quite as strong in rotation as it is just in a front to back direction. I think I've got maybe 2 more to go. Mm-hmm. And you can see there that, is it still on 15, Fong, or yes, a bit lower? Still on 15. So basically the reason why we have started on 15, and we can go, it's 2 sets 10, isn't it? The reason why we go to 15, the reason why I am lifting plate 15 at the moment, is that for the last 20 minutes, Deborah and Fong have just done a full assessment on me to see what I can actually lift. We've developed a program to actually be very safe, to know where to start anybody, whether they be a long-term whiplash person, a person with just a bit of a weak neck, start again, or someone who's got long-term headache and migraine where the irritability settled down, it's a bit less sensitive than what it was before, but perhaps the neck strength is the thing that is missing as it pertains to the rest of the symptoms decreasing all the way off. We find so far that it's been for people that have been getting some good results with manual therapy, and we know that we can keep them, their symptoms pretty good for quite a while, but then it comes back because there's a lack of strength in the neck. And so by doing this type of exercise, and you can see here that I'm getting a little bit fatigued with my neck here as I go. Probably 2 more to go, I reckon, Fong. So I'm feeling a little bit of fatigue in the back of my neck. No pain, just a bit of fatigue as we get to the end of the 10th there. And certainly I'm expecting to feel like I've done a bit of a workout in the back of my neck. So I hope that gives you a bit of information. We'll turn towards the right. And I hope that gives you a bit of information about how this actually works. And we're working towards actually getting a program in place to do this at a more streamlined and scaled way. We're working and experimenting with a new piece of software as well to better record the data, to make sure that we can show that we are getting the results that we think that we can get, which is really, really exciting. That's on 15 again, is it, Fong?
Yep.
Great, and you can see there again, the weight is lifting behind me as we go. Very good. So I'll finish off this set. Bit harder on this side, I reckon, Fong.
Yeah, it's definitely,
Just my form's not quite as good. So I've had a bit of a whiplash injury in the past, and it's always affected the right side of my neck. So you can probably see that I'm a little bit struggling a bit more on the right-hand side compared to the left. And this is the special thing about this machine, is that you can actually bias the precise direction where most strength is kind of needed, so we can go from there. So we'll be doing a few more educational videos about the MCU, the multi-cervical unit, in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, and we'll have some more information about who might be eligible to use it, how we're going to roll it out with our patient set, and how best to get in contact with us when we've got this up and running. Can't wait to talk to you again soon. Cheers, and bye for now.